And he was like, awesome. Wow, can I just watch? I was like, sure. Can we take a picture in front of the car? He's like, you can't show my number. If you look in the back, he's trying to cover up his face.
Nah, the hand
you
is
see
up and whatnot.
he's covering up his face, right? So when when the model got in front, I was like, so that's what she did, and we got it. It was like perfect.
He was like, shit.
Yeah, he didn't even know. He didn't even know. So
that's funny. But
that was at this 21st in Indiana Avenue, Toronto. You know that block?
No, I know Indiana.
It's right by
Ontario.
Indiana. That's right there in the back.
Ontario.
Ontario, all them blocks back there. Yep.
So you do a lot of your shoots around here?
That's Chester. That's the Artist Warehouse. You know, it's wherever actually. It's wherever I see somewhere that may be interesting. You know, I had a photographer call me. Says, I hate when you shoot on those grungy locations. It takes away from the fashion. I said, it absolutely does not.
No, it doesn't.
I said it adds to it. I said the beauty of the architecture and just thinking about what the building went through and who was in the building and all that plays in my mind, especially the graffiti.
Yeah. Like
when you look at the graffiti artists and how daring they have to be, they're taking a chance with their life and getting arrested. Like, that shit is awesome. Urban, yeah, are you crazy? He was like, I just don't like that. Some photographers like the clean, you know, like, cause I shot in mansions before. I don't know if I have any of those stuff. I've shot in insane asylums, like in Chester, prisons, all kinds of stuff. You know, sometimes we go out hunting. I put some fatigue stuff on my face, and we just go out like crazy people, climbing under stuff, looking for great locations. Word. So that's basically what I do.
How do you come up with the concepts?
I have to say it's all God, because it comes to me when I'm asleep. I wake up like, okay, I'm gonna go make it now.
Just like that, huh?
Just like that. Or, you know, like this stuff right here. This stuff I found in the warehouse on the floor. And then I got some other pieces in the basement. I was like, African necklace. Can you see it? This right here. This is going to be African necklace. Once I had the beads and everything coming down and all of that, like I just see visions and stuff like that in my head.
That's crazy.
That's how it is. That's how it is. So some visions, they just come. It has to be God, because I never wanted to be a fashion designer really, and I don't even know how I know how to sew. Honestly,
So when did you first start?
My husband at the time, my children's dad, he brought me a sewing machine from this guy walking down the street for $20. I was like, he was like, won't you know? I was like, I want to do that. I was an artist. I paint. So a year later, I said, let me try to figure this thing out. A whole year. And I could not figure out how to thread the needle or do the bobbin. And all day I was trying, and he was like, let me show ya. I was like, what? You know how to do it? He was like, yeah, I know how to sew. This is my husband. I was like, I never knew he knew how to sew. His mother was a master seamstress. I never knew.
Wow.
And when I asked her for some, you know, some help and stuff, she said, God, no, I hate it. I hate sewing. So she wouldn't show me anything.
Wow.
So I just started. When I started, because I could draw, it made it easier. So I've never used a pattern, but I would just imagine how I would draw it, and that's how I would cut the fabric out. And I always did it like that.
So what was the first piece you made?
It was a kimono. And it was a kimono because of mahogany. Diana Ross.
Okay.
Did you see that?
I haven't.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna pull up
I'm gonna put it on the list.
You gotta put it on the list. She was I think she was in Pittsburgh or somewhere like that, but she wanted to be a designer. But this photographer saw her, and he wanted her to be a model. Because you know how Diana Ross looks. She's thin and she's perfect. So, but she wanted to be this designer. So he brought her over to England to make her a model, and she wound up becoming this designer out there. And her genre was kimonos, like these beautiful kimonos. And I was like, I want to do Blackanese beauties. That's what I call them. Black girls dressed in the Japanese attire. You know, so that's where I started at. I started off with kimonos.
You know, there's a legend that says the first samurai were Africans.
I heard that. I had some guy wrote me because I had posted one, And this black guy that's into all of that, he just started sending me stuff like he was like, it's inside of you. It may be a part of who you are, because I was so drawn to it.
Right.
So he just started sending me all kinds of information, trying to teach me Japanese words and everything.
That's dope.
Yeah, I'm like, isn't that cool? Excuse me.
I am human, can't you see? How can you look at me and judge me? I am human, this is me. Like I'm the same
That's how I do it. And make outfits while we're on set. Some quick stuff. You don't need much to make it fly. Alright, let me finish up your arms. And Jay, Troy, for herself. We're all going to ride out to the warehouse. We're all going to the warehouse. Alright, right there. Troy.